This is Chris Carter. Today I'm showing you how to make a cartridge carrier out of a trumpet part. Now, there may not be a vast number of people who are interested in doing that, but it was suggested to me by a dear friend who knew that I loved bringing my trumpet part with me when I travel, knows that I always bring fountain pens and have to bring cartridges, and also knows that I travel very light and I don't like to carry anything that I don't need, that doesn't have two purposes, and that isn't lightweight. So I thought her idea was pretty good. If I'm going to bring my little trumpet part with me, then I should be able to put something in it. And the logical thing would be to put cartridges in it. So she suggested I find some way of closing off the ends so that I could store cartridges in it. When I came back home from visiting, I found I didn't have any stoppers that fit into the end of my trumpet part. So I went online, I measured carefully, and I ordered some stoppers. Now I didn't want to ruin the look of my little trumpet part by having them stick out too far. So I measured them very carefully, and I thought that they would be wide enough in the bottom. But what happened, as soon as I put them in, it went all the way to the end, and I needed to use a knife to get it back out. So that didn't work well. When I pried it out, I noticed that there were little tiny holes on one end, but they didn't go all the way through. So I thought, aha, I will, let's see if it works well. This is the finished thing, okay? And inside is a cartridge. The other side, inside is a cartridge. So it carries two cartridges. It doesn't fit two cartridges in each pipe, nor does it fit the cartridges I use most, which are the carbon ink cartridges. See, the stopper won't fit in, or the pilot cartridges. So neither one of those will work. So you have to be someone who likes to travel light, has a trumpet part they like to bring with them, who uses a fountain pen that uses a fountain pen, and that fountain pen has to use universal size cartridges. So if you're one of those people, this is very useful. What I did was I cut a piece of embroidery floss, I threaded it onto a needle, and I drove the needle through the hole, coming out the other side. That was after I cut the stopper down with a knife. And then I made a loop of the embroidery floss, pulled it out, tied it off so that, see, there's a knot there so that it can't pull this way. And what I did was I found a bead from a broken necklace, and I looped the other ends through there so that when I have to pull really hard, it won't pull through the cork, because it's a very soft cork. And so that worked very well. The scissors are just so that you can cut your embroidery floss. So end up with being able to carry two universal cartridges with you. And I can stash these down, stick them down even further, so that my little trumpet part can still stand on his own feet and doesn't even have to stand on the stoppers. So there you go. That's a project for today. Your universal cartridge carrier made out of a trumpet part. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris Carter.